Hello, it's Nemesis Nick here with my Christmas message to Eurovision fans. The Eurovision Song Contest took place in Basel, Switzerland as planned this year. As we all know, the winner was JJ, who represented Austria with Wasted Love. Having won the jury vote with 258 points, he finished fourth with 178 points in the public vote and ended up with a combined total of 436 points overall. Congratulations to JJ for winning. This was Austria's third Eurovision Song Contest victory to date. Austria winners 1966, 2014, 2025. 11 years gap between their two most recent wins, 2014 to 2025. At least that's a much shorter gap between their At least that's a much shorter gap than their previous gap between wins, that being 1966 to 2014, 48 years. Interestingly, that's the lowest absolute winning score in a Eurovision Song Contest Grand Final since the introduction of the current two-part voting system in 2016. Admittedly, the number of voting countries and hence maximum possible achievable score has varied since then, but with 36 countries able to vote for Austria in the jury vote, and the same 36 countries plus rest of the world able to vote for Austria in the public vote, the maximum achievable score this year was 876 points. Thus, Austria won with 49.77% of this year's maximum possible score. In other words, less than half this year's maximum possible total. Still, that was enough for JJ to win this year. Well done also to Uval Raphael from Israel, who won the public vote with 297 points and finished second overall with a combined score of 357 points. To those of you who think Uval's ballad New Day Will Rise is not televote friendly, think back to 2017 when Salvador Sobral's Amar Pelos Dwar won the public vote with 376 points, and Christian Kostov, Beautiful Mess, finished second in the televote with 337 points. Commiserations to Remember Monday, who represented the UK. After receiving a reasonable 10th place with 88 points from the juries, they finished second last with 0 points in the public vote. As a result, the UK ended up 19th with 88 points overall. Still, Remember Monday did the UK proud that night. At least they ended up with a higher overall score than Ollie Alexander did last year, despite anomalously finishing one place lower than Ollie. The question is, where does the BBC go from here in finding a winning song for the UK in 2026 or thereafter? Well done to SRG SSR for putting on 3 amazing televised shows. I enjoyed watching both semi-finals and the grand final very much. Well done also to all the artists who took part in the grand final, no matter where they finished on the scoreboard at the end of the show. Don't forget 20 countries' artists, or strictly speaking I should say 20 broadcasters' artists actually, Anyway, 20 artists already did well to qualify from the applicable semi-final in the week. For those of you who like my detailed review on my blog, sorry for my prolonged delay yet again. I must admit I've still got a lot to write. Hopefully I'll get back to writing the missing bits during the next few days. As for the extended voting analysis, I have yet to write the narrative to accompany the tables, but I'll get that on my blog as soon as I can. Since then, we've had the Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2025 from the Gymnastic Hall of Olympic City in Tbilisi, Georgia on Saturday 13th of December 2025. Yes, it was close to Christmas this year. 18 countries took part in that this year, which is very good for Junior Eurovision. Sadly, the United Kingdom was absent this year. This year's winner was France, Le Deleuze Simond, with 248 points. Congratulations to France for winning again. This is their 4th Junior Eurovision Song Contest victory to date. France winners 2020, 2022, 2023, 2025. 2 years gap between the two most recent wins, 2023 to 2025. Well done to the other 17 artists who performed, no matter where on the scoreboard they placed that night. Thank you to the various YouTubers who produced online videos about the songs in the run-up to those contests. I'd like to wish a Merry Christmas to Matt from ESC United, William and Deben from Wee Wee Blogs, Andy from Eurovox, Jude Kennedy, Rachel the Peace Around, the YouTuber who goes by the name Eurovision Histories, and the various members of Eurovision Hub. To all Eurovision Song Contest fans around the world, Merry Christmas, Nadolig Llawen, Joyeux Noël, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Natal, Bon Natale, Fröhliche Weihnachten, Wesołych Świąt.
Mm-hmm.